Discipline is essential, but motivation is a sweet treat. The physique that is standing before you right now, boom, is built through years of discipline. But it has also been built through a bit of motivation as well. People often overlook how important motivation can actually be in progressing you towards your fitness goals. And they often just focus on discipline, doing the hard work even when you don't feel like it. But they never look into wanting to do the work, actually wanting to go do the workout, go and stick to the diet, and how important that can be in helping you grow and develop and make progress. We are going to make more progress if we actually want to go and work out, actually want to stick to the clean diet, than if we just only relied on discipline. Because if you think about it, those workouts where you're energetic, you're hyped up, you're motivated to go work out, them sessions are always going to be better than the sessions where you're just tired, you're slumped like this, you just want to get the session over and done with. You're never going to make as much progress, as much muscle from that session than you would if you were more motivated, energetic to go and do it. However, truth is, you will never build an aesthetic physique without some sort of discipline. You will never get in shape without some sort of discipline, because it is inevitable you are not going to want to go and work out. It's inevitable you're not going to want to stick to the clean diet. But that is when discipline kicks in and you go do it anyway, continuing to progress towards your goals even when you don't really want to. Motivation will always come and go, but discipline should stay completely constant. However, we must see motivation as quite important. So we need to try increase our motivation as much as possible to make as much progress as we possibly can. You know you need discipline to build a physique like this. You're not just going to build a physique like this from, just only using motivation, because there's going to be days where you aren't motivated and then you're just not going to go to the gym and then you're not going to make progress and then you're just not going to look good. So we know we need discipline. Let's put that to the side for now. We also know that motivation can help make us progress. Now, you could just rely on discipline and make so much progress, but I personally believe if you try to increase your motivation levels as much as possible, you will actually make more progress to your goals than if you only relied on discipline. But remember, you need discipline. It is always going to be in your life, but let's try and increase the motivation up a little bit. So what can we do to increase our motivation a bit? Well, when it comes to the gym, you can try a few things. Try listening to music when you're in the gym. There has been sessions where I've gone to the gym, I really do not want to go and do the session, but I go and put the music in, I start dancing around a little bit, start getting into my sets, and I'm so motivated to go and smash the session out. And I didn't have that motivation when I wasn't listening to the music and when I was walking to the gym or whatever. So that can literally turn your motivation levels up so high from just listening to music. Another thing you can do is go with a gym partner. A gym partner is such an easy way to make more progress. Simple as that. If you go with someone who wants to continue making progress, who wants to push themselves, they are also going to push you. So you are going to be getting extra reps because they're going to help you get extra reps. They're going to be motivating you, and also they're going to keep you accountable. If they know last week you got 10 reps on that weight, they're expecting you this week to get 11, 12 reps. And that accountability, that's going to cause you to make more progress. And it's just basically social desirability bias, where you want to impress. If you're with someone, you want to impress the person who's seeing you do, the weight, don't you? But when you're by yourself, you don't have that accountability. You don't have that extra level of motivation. So yeah, that can be a really good way to increase your motivation, is just having someone with you to hype you up, to help you, stay accountable. That is going to make you a lot more progress than if you just went alone. But again, you can still make, amazing gains when you train alone. Just a disclaimer, my full aesthetic body course is in the link in the description. It teaches you exactly how to build the aesthetic physique and get in the best shape of your life. Go check out right now, link in the description. Another thing that is really important to do when you are trying to increase your motivation levels is simply looking and taking progress pictures. So you want to be taking progress pictures all the way through your gym journey. The reason is you want to be able to see how you look a month ago compared to now and go, whoa, the stuff I've been doing has actually been working. Whoa, I look so much better. that is going to motivate you. That's going to make you want to go to the gym and continue making progress. So next month, you can look at this month and go, whoa, I've made so much more progress. Your motivation levels skyrocket when you have these progress pictures. Progress causes motivation. Basically, the main driving factor of motivation is progress, seeing the things that you're doing right now is working. You're going to continue to do those things, aren't you? If you can see that it's working. You're going to be more motivated to do those things if you can see that it's working. So take as many progress pictures as possible and always look at your physique in the mirror and see how far you've come from months or years ago. Now, I can tell you all of this, I can tell you to increase your motivation levels, but the real truth is you aren't going to get in shape without this little bit of discipline right here. He's been waiting. He's right here. We've been talking about motivation right here. Discipline. He's standing here. He's waiting. Because he knows without this discipline, you aren't ever going to make it when it comes to your physique. I'm telling you for a fact, there has been weeks on end where I do not want to go to the gym. I want to just literally quit right there and just never go again. But guess what? That is when my little buddy discipline kicks in. He goes, hey, we're not going to do that, are we? Because, we care about our goals and we care about our progress. So you're going to command your legs to walk to the gym and you're going to make progress. If I just relied on little motivation, on my shoulder right here, the devil right here, we've got the angel discipline, we've got the devil right here, motivation. He's saying, you know what? I don't really, want to go today. So let's just not go. Discipline right here, he's saying, nah, we're going anyway. I don't care if you're not motivated. He's saying, we're going to the gym, we're doing the session, we're going to do a good session to a good standard, we're going to make progress, and then tomorrow you're going to do it again. Tomorrow you're going to do it again. Even if you have no motivation, you're still going to go and do it because you care about the bigger picture, which is making more progress to your goals, which is getting more jacked, which is whatever, your health. That massive goal you have, that is going to continue to make you make progress, and discipline is what is going to drive that 80-90% of the time. The motivation, it's just a sweet treat that, if you can increase it as much as possible, that's good, because then you can have sessions where you actually want to go and train. That is going to be really good. You're going to get better sessions in. But 80% of the time, discipline right here, sat on the shoulder, he is going to be making you progress. Motivation, he ain't really doing much for you. All he's doing is sometimes pushing you a bit more. The truth is, discipline is what is going to make you real progress. Every physique you look at right now on social media, people around you, whatever, they have built that from discipline. They haven't just built it off motivation. Of course, they've been motivated to go and do it, but they've had discipline. They've had times where they don't want to go to the gym. They don't want to stick to the clean diet, but they've done it anyway because they care about their goals. They care about their physique. A lot of people do actually say, I wish I had more motivation. You need discipline. I know motivation, I've talked about it right here, very important. You can get better sessions in. You're more likely to stick to your goals and, make more progress. But discipline is the only thing you need to build a good physique. That's the truth. I could right now never have motivation ever again. I'd be upset because, I want to go to the gym and it will help me progress more, feel good in the gym or stick to my diet better. But because I have discipline, I'm going to still make so much progress, stick to the gym, stick to my diet, just simply because I have discipline. So you may be wondering, what can I do to increase motivation? Maybe you should be thinking about how can I increase my discipline? My full aesthetic body course is in the link in the description. It teaches you exactly how to build the aesthetic physique and get in the best shape of your life. Go check out right now, link in the description.